Every morning when you wake up, there is a tiny moment most people never notice. The moment before you touch your phone, before messages work pressure, and the outside world rush in. Most people use that moment to do nothing. They let their mind sit empty, then let randomness flood in. Bad weather, they get irritated. A short, cold message, their mood drops. One stressful email, their entire day is ruined. They don't realize this. Their whole day was already decided in those first few minutes after waking up. Marcus Aurelius once wrote in his journal, "When you wake up in the morning, remind yourself that today you will meet ungrateful, arrogant, selfish people." He didn't write that to be pessimistic. He wrote it so the mind wouldn't feel betrayed when reality becomes harsh. Modern humans carry an additional burden. They wake up and immediately open social media. They start their day by letting the world intrude into their mind. Comparison, bad news, drama, fear, judgment, all pour in before you even get to choose how you want to live today. But to the Stoics, morning is not a time to start the day just to get it over with. Morning is the ritual of reprogramming your inner world. What you say to yourself in the first few minutes after waking becomes the voice that guides you through the rest of your day. You can wake up and wait to see how fate treats you in a day. Or you can wake up and declare to your mind, "Today I will live the way I choose." In this video, you will receive 12 morning statements, 6 from Stoic wisdom that has survived for more than 2,000 years. 6 new ones crafted for the chaos of modern life. Not to daydream, but to keep you standing tall in a world that constantly tries to bend you down. If you truly want to control your emotions, own your day, and stop letting the world drag you around, hit like as a quiet commitment to yourself. Subscribe now so every morning you don't have to fight alone. And share this video with someone who's lost today. You might save them from a dark day. Now then, let's begin. Statement 1. Today, no matter what the world does, I choose to stand with myself. Say this the moment you wake up. Before you see anyone, before you read anything, before the world has the chance to define who you are today. Today, no matter what the world does, I choose to stand with myself. Because on many days in life, the world will not stand with you. There will be days you are misunderstood, days your efforts are not recognized, days you do everything right and still lose. Days you stay silent and still get hurt. And if on those days you also turn your back on yourself, you will lose the last place you can rely on. This statement does not teach you to be selfish. It teaches you not to betray yourself for fake peace. Standing with yourself means not insulting yourself because of someone else's words, not forcing yourself to stay where you keep shrinking. Not trading your peace just to be accepted, not hurting yourself just to keep someone from leaving. This is the declaration of someone who no longer lives life begging for approval. You don't need to be completely strong today. You only need to stop standing with the things that are draining you. Every morning when you repeat this sentence, you are quietly giving a command to your subconscious. I am the safest place for myself. And once you become your own safe place, no challenge in the day can easily break you anymore. Say it again slowly today. No matter what the world does, I choose to stand with myself. Statement 2, I take responsibility for my emotions today. There is a moment in the day where you hold absolute power. No one can intrude on it. No circumstance can steal it. It is the moment you choose how you will respond to life. Many people live like drifting leaves. Praise makes them happy. Criticism makes them sad. Bad weather ruins their mood. Someone's rudeness weighs them down for the whole day. They call that a personality, but in truth, it is giving away the ownership of their emotions to the outside world. This statement cuts that pattern. I take responsibility for my emotions today, not because nothing bad will happen today, but because no matter what does happen, the choice to collapse or to stand firm still belongs to me. You may experience failure, but you are not required to become a failure in your mind. You may be hurt, but you are not required to turn the entire day into a prolonged wound. Taking responsibility for your emotions does not mean you cannot be sad, cannot be tired, cannot be weak. It means only one thing: I do not let my emotions lead me blindly. I lead them. Every morning when you say this sentence, you are quietly affirming, I do not sell my peace for things I cannot control. I do not hand over the steering wheel of my life to temporary moods. I may feel pain, but I do not let the pain take command. Say this sentence again, not with your mouth, but with your entire attitude toward life. I take responsibility for my emotions today. Because the moment you accept responsibility is the moment you reclaim mastery over your life. Statement 3. I will not let small things steal the big heart inside me. Everyday life throws tiny things at you. A careless comment, a cold attitude, an unanswered message, a disrespectful glance, small things. But if you carry them in your heart all day, they become a very heavy weight. This statement reminds you of one truth: not everything that touches you deserves to stay inside you. I will not let small things steal the big heart inside me. What is a big heart? It is a heart that still has space for dreams, for goals, for what truly matters. But the moment you let trivial things take up room, that heart begins to shrink. You cannot control what others say, but you can control what you choose to hold inside. Not everyone who annoys you deserves to be carried around for the entire day. Not every irritation is worth sacrificing a peaceful morning. Each morning when you say this sentence, you remind yourself, I will not let small collisions dictate my big day. I will not let the trivial obscure the essential. I will not allow unworthy things to take up space in my mind. Repeat it slowly. I will not let small things steal the big heart inside me. Because when you keep your heart wide, you will no longer be imprisoned by things that are narrow. Statement 4. Nothing can break my peace unless I allow it. Your peace is not as fragile as you think. It does not shatter because of a comment. It does not collapse because of a glance. It only breaks when you hand someone else the key. Every day, countless things will knock on the door of your mind. Judgment, bad news, carelessness, disappointment, pressure. But knocking does not mean they get to enter. This statement puts you back in the correct position, the position of the gatekeeper. Nothing can break my peace unless I allow it. You do not need to control the whole world. You only need to control the door within you. Someone may say something upsetting, but you decide whether to keep it in your heart or not, whether to let it haunt your entire day or not, whether to let it define you or not. Peace does not come from the absence of chaos. Peace comes from refusing to let chaos take command of your inner world. When you repeat this sentence in the morning, you are giving yourself a clear order. I do not allow chaos into my mind. I do not allow impulsive emotions to take the wheel. I choose to move slowly, steadily, and consciously. Say this sentence with a deep, slow breath. Nothing can break my peace unless I allow it. Because the moment you know how to guard the gate is the moment life can no longer knock you down easily. Statement 5. I don't need the world to understand me. I only need to not misunderstand myself. There is a silent battle many people lose every single day, the battle to be understood. They explain, they prove themselves, they defend themselves, they reshape who they are to fit someone else's perception. And the more they try to be understood, the farther they drift from themselves. This statement breaks that cycle. I don't need the world to understand me. I only need to not misunderstand myself. Because when you misunderstand yourself, you will listen to others more than you listen to your inner voice. You will live by expectations more than by values. You will try to please everyone while becoming emptier inside. The world always has the right to see you however it wants, but you are under no obligation to live according to that image. You only need to answer one question each morning. Am I living honestly with myself today? If the answer is yes, then whether people praise or criticize you no longer matters as much. When you no longer crave being understood, you no longer fear being misunderstood. When you stop living to convince others, you begin living to stand firm. Every morning, repeat this sentence as a quiet vow. I don't need the world to understand me. I only need to not misunderstand myself. Because understanding yourself correctly is the foundation of all freedom. Statement 6. Today I will focus only on what I can control. Most of human exhaustion does not come from doing too much. It comes from thinking too much about things they can do nothing about. The weather, what others think, the past that's gone, the future that hasn't arrived. All the things outside your reach. You don't lose energy because you work. You lose it because your mind wanders to places where you have no authority to intervene. This statement brings you back to your rightful position. Today I will focus only on what I can control. You can control your effort, your attitude, your reactions, whether you stand back up or not. You cannot control how others will treat you, whether things go smoothly or not, how fast results will come. But here's the paradox. When you do the things you can control well, the things you cannot control slowly begin to shift in your favor. Every morning when you say this sentence, you cut off 80% of your anxiety. You stop arguing with fate. You stop demanding certainty from uncertainty. You return to action. Say it slowly, very slowly. Today I will focus only on what I can control. A little more effort than yesterday, a little more patience, a little more kindness, a little more discipline. You don't need to defeat the world. You only need to defeat the version of yourself from yesterday. Statement 7. Today I will not compare my journey to anyone else's. Comparison is a very gentle trap. It doesn't hurt you immediately, it drains you slowly. You look at someone else's success and feel slow. You look at someone else's happiness and feel lacking. You look at someone else's results and forget your own path. And so instead of moving forward on your own legs, you begin walking with other people's eyes. This statement pulls you back onto your track. Today I will not compare my journey to anyone else's. Because everyone has a different starting line. Some are given things, others must build everything themselves. Some move fast, others move deep. Some bloom early, others bloom late. Comparing yourself to them is like comparing a growing tree to a fruit-bearing tree. It's not fair, and it's not necessary. When you compare, you lose your patience with yourself. your appreciation for small progress, and the joy of your own journey. Each morning when you say this sentence, you cut off a silent pressure that has weighed on you for years. Say it slowly, firmly. Today, I will not compare my journey to anyone else's. I move at my pace. I honor my rhythm. I do not need to arrive before anyone. I only need not to quit. And when you stop comparing, you'll notice peace returns, confidence returns, and your path becomes clearer than ever. Statement 8. I choose discipline over waiting for motivation. Motivation is beautiful, but it is also wildly unpredictable. Today it arrives like fire. Tomorrow it fades like ash. If you only act when you feel motivated, your life will rise and fall with emotion, not rise steadily with your values. This statement places you on an entirely different level. I choose discipline over waiting for motivation. Motivation helps you begin. Discipline helps you go far. Motivation gives you excitement. Discipline gives you real results. No one succeeds because they always feel inspired. They succeed because they act even when they don't feel inspired. There will be mornings you don't want to get up, days you don't want to try, moments you want to quit. And in those exact moments, discipline is the only thing standing between you and giving up. Discipline doesn't ask if you like it. Discipline only asks, do you respect your dream enough? Each morning when you say this sentence, you are training your mind with a very clear command. I am not controlled by emotions. I do not depend on inspiration. I act because I have committed. Say it slowly, firmly, decisively. I choose discipline over waiting for motivation. Today I do it even if I don't feel like it. Today I push even if I'm tired. Today I keep the promise I made to myself, because one day you will thank the version of you today who didn't wait for emotions to give permission to be strong. Statement 9. Gratitude will decide how I see this day. Same morning, same circumstances, same life. But with a different viewpoint, everything becomes entirely different. Some people wake up thinking I'm missing too much, and their whole day fills with irritation. Some people wake up thinking, today I still have so many things, and their entire day is filled with energy. The difference is not in the life itself, it is in the gratitude. Gratitude will decide how I see this day. When you have gratitude, you don't deny difficulties. You simply don't let difficulties blind you to what is still good. You still have a body to breathe. You still have eyes to see. You still have a mind to think. You still have a new day to begin again. Just that alone is already a very big gift. Every morning when you choose gratitude, you train your brain to escape the scarcity mindset. You stop living in, I'm not enough. You begin living in, I already have. And when you look at everything with gratitude, hardships become lessons. Delays become space for growth. Loss becomes a reminder of value. Say it slowly with a deep breath. Gratitude will decide how I see this day. Today, I won't let lack control my mind. Today, I notice what I have before counting what I don't. Today, I choose the light before looking into the dark. Because in the very same day, the grateful person lives in abundance, while the resentful person lives in scarcity. Statement 10. Today, I will end the day better than I started. You don't need to change your whole life in a single day. You only need to be a little better than when you woke up. Just a little calmer, a little more disciplined, a little more self-controlled, a little more self-aware. And all those little improvements will compound into a completely different life. Today I will end the day better than I started. This sentence does not demand perfection. It only asks for progress. Today might not go your way. You may stumble. You may feel tired. You may make mistakes. But if by the end of the day you understand one more thing, you fix one small habit, you restrain one impulsive reaction, you avoid hurting anyone, including yourself, then today has not been wasted. Many people measure the value of a day by results, but those who walk the long path measure it by growth. Each night before sleeping, ask yourself, what did I learn today? At which moment was I calmer? Where was I weak, and how did I regain my strength? Not to blame, but to understand and adjust. Say this sentence as a promise to yourself: today I will end the day better than I started. You don't need to defeat anyone. You only need not to lose to the morning version of yourself. And if you can keep this every day, then whether you move slowly or quickly, you are always moving in the right direction. Statement 11. Today I will not seek ease. I will seek strength. Today I do not pray for an easy day. I pray for a day that makes me stronger. I do not pray for everything to go smoothly. I pray for the resilience to walk through the rough parts, because ease only makes me comfortable for a moment. But challenges are what build who I become in the long run. Today may not go my way. Today may exhaust me. Today may test my limits. And that is not a curse. It is a call to grow. When I choose strength over ease, I stop asking, why is this happening to me? And I start asking, what is this training inside me? I don't run from pressure. I turn it into weights that strengthen my spirit. I don't fear hardship. I fear a life that passes while I remain weak. So today, before I step out into the world, I tell myself, today I will not seek ease. I will seek strength. And no matter what happens today, I know one thing for sure: I will not end this day smaller than I started. Statement 12. Today I will not wait for feelings. I will act with discipline. Today I will not wait to feel inspired. I will not wait for motivation to knock on my door. I move first and the emotions will follow, because emotions are unpredictable. But discipline is laurel. When I only work when I feel like it, I live like a boat drifting with the wind. When I work with discipline, I live like the person who holds the wheel. Today I may not want to, but I will still act. Not because I am a machine, but because I respect my goals more than my temporary emotions. Discipline doesn't need me to like it. Discipline only needs me not to betray myself. Every time I act without motivation, I carve another line of steel into my character. Every time I overcome laziness, I take another step toward the person I want to become. So this morning I tell myself, today I will not wait for feelings. I will act with discipline. And I know not every day will be easy, but every day I become more reliable than I was yesterday. Outro. When you are silent, the world listens. You don't need to change the whole world in a single morning. You only need not to betray yourself today. Every sentence you just heard is not for decoration. It is a weapon to help you survive a noisy world. It is a shield to keep you from shattering under pressure, and a compass to keep you from drifting away from your true self. No one sees you in the morning. No one applauds when you stay disciplined. No one witnesses the moments when you pull yourself back up. But those unseen moments are quietly shaping a person the world will one day be forced to acknowledge. You don't need to prove to anyone that you're strong. You just need to live long enough according to what you've promised yourself. The world may be chaotic, people may change, circumstances may betray you. But if every morning you still choose responsibility over complaining, choose discipline over emotion, choose understanding over reacting, choose moving forward over running away, then even slowly, you remain undefeated. Remember, you don't need to defeat anyone today. You only need not to lose to who you were yesterday. And when you do that long enough, your calm becomes your power, your silence becomes your voice, and you become the answer life cannot deny.